changes. Realms locked in conflict, moments of victory and respite, so often met with violence and grief. Control and conquest only fleeting. Times of dominance, just the ebb and flow of the mortal realms, with those who ascend soon to be brought crashing back down. War never changes. Except when a new edition comes out, then it does. So throw out all your old books, your old boards, and your old models, because there's a new game in town, Age of Sigmar 3.0. Games Workshop, or in addition, wholly within Lords, are back at it. A new edition of the game we sometimes play and always talk about is here. A gift to all us greasy nerds, and a desperate attempt to keep the stock price up after 40k Indominus sold so many copies, some people just received early copies of Cursed City with Space Marine helmets stuck on zombies. A new edition brings new changes in the form of new rules and new factions, as well as a massive new launch box that's probably still available to purchase even if you're watching this 6 months later. The box contains new Stormcast, who are basically just old Stormcast who had a glow up from the Queer Eye team. But we also got an entirely new faction of Cruel Boys, a new race of Auric who live in swamps and worship Kragnos, despite having never seen him, which I've just realised is how actual religion works. The new Swamp Boggle models do look great though. Unfortunately, as they basically have no rules, they're only marginally better than Slaanesh. The new edition has also brought in a host of rule changes, with the core rulebook more than doubling in size, although most of the additions are just things FAQ'd during the last edition, as AOS 2's rule set seems to have been quickly scrawled on a cocktail napkin and can only be best described as water-loose. In actual changes, coherency has shifted, with units over 5 now needing to be formed in 2 ranks. Great for models on 25mm bases, bad for those on 40s. In other words, good for skinks, bad for ogre gluttons. Official board sizes have shrunk, which is good if, like me, you have short arms, and bad if, like me, you spent 2 full days building a 6x4 gaming board earlier this year. To accommodate the smaller board, points went up for almost every faction, making armies smaller. Thankfully, model prices continue to rise as well, so it will still cost you about the same amount of money for an army as it did before, which, in Australia, is about the equivalent of a 3-bedroom house. Battalions have gone, which means no more change host. That change alone makes this the best edition yet. Core battalions now exist though, leveling the playing field for most armies that weren't already terrible. Heroes now have heroic actions that they can perform at the start of every turn, allowing them to gain an extra command point, unbind or heal, or guarantee you only roll ones for them for that turn. Monsters also gain monstrous rampages, allowing them to use powerful extra abilities at the end of the charge phase, and making monsters actually usable outside of the 3 teams they were already good in. This of course means hero monsters have dramatically increased in effectiveness. Thankfully, Games Workshop had the good sense to nerf the strongest hero monsters in the game, like Shalaxi and the Keeper of Secrets, and did the rules guy's wife leave him for a Slaanesh player or something? Command points have increased, however, command abilities can only be issued once per phase, per unit, per commanding model. You also receive more points for going second, hopefully quieting critics of the turn priority mechanic, the best mechanic in the game. Scoring victory points changes with armies now trying to complete battle tactics every turn, like destroying battle line units, slaying monsters, or standing next to each other and holding hands. Players are also awarded points at the end of the game for completing grand strategies, like keeping battle line units alive, keeping monsters alive, and standing next to the most trees, holding hands. Of course, as we embrace 3.0 and all of its changes, it's important we send off from Age of Sigmar 2 the only way anyone who graduated high school between 1998 and 2010 knows how.
Another core rules book, a load of 3.0. The board sizes have shrunk, battalions had to go. Some armies were nerfed hard, others did alright. The fish team did just fine, and Nighthaunt are still shite. 3.0 has brought new rules, and they seem alright. Games Workshop told us they're watertight. 3.0 brought us new rules, and I think they're alright. But I play Beast Claw Raiders all the time.